But do you understand the subtle difference running as a revolutionary change maker? I'm going to change the system.
Hey, America First lovers. Today we are gonna talk about why Nick Fuentes is absolutely right in saying that it's crucial for Trump to recover his high energy to match the DNC's fiery enthusiasm. We all know that energy is everything in a campaign, and Nick's been sounding the alarm that the Republican Party, especially Trump, needs to step it up if they want to keep pace with the Democrats. In this essay, we are diving into the three biggest reasons why Nick's call for more energy isn't just on point, it's essential for victory in 2024.
He represents God, country, order, and...
Let's break it down and see why Trump needs to revitalize his campaign to take on the Democrats' high-energy momentum. Let's be real, the 2024 RNC event was a total snooze fest. It was low energy, and that's putting it nicely. The audience wasn't feeling it, and why would they? The speakers were moderate, the messages were watered down, and the whole thing felt like it was dragging. This is exactly what Nick Fuentes has been warning about. When you don't bring the energy, you don't bring the votes. Trump's base is used to rallies that feel more like rock concerts, with the kind of high-octane energy that makes you want to jump out of your seat and cheer. The RNC event didn't deliver that, and it's a huge red flag. Why does this matter so much? Because energy isn't just a nice-to-have, it's what drives enthusiasm, and enthusiasm drives turnout. When Trump first ran in 2016, his rallies were electric.
In fact,
people didn't just attend, they were fired up, ready to do anything to help him win. That kind of energy is contagious, and it spreads through social media, word of mouth, and the news. It's what makes people want to show up at the polls, volunteer for the campaign, and convince their friends to vote. Without that energy, the whole campaign risks falling flat. Nick knows this better than anyone, which is why he's pushing so hard for Trump to recover that high-energy vibe. He's seen the contrast between the 2024 RNC event and the DNC's high-energy, party-like atmosphere. The Democrats know how to get their base fired up. They bring out the big names, the flashy performances, and the emotionally charged speeches that get people on their feet. And guess what? It works. Their base is energized and ready to go, while the RNC's lackluster event leaves a lot to be desired. The difference in energy levels between the two parties isn't just about style, it's about substance. When the RNC event feels low energy, it signals to the base that the campaign might be losing its edge. It makes people wonder if the fire that fueled Trump's original rise is still there. And that's dangerous because it can lead to apathy, which is the last thing you want in a tight race. Nick's right to sound the alarm. If the RNC doesn't amp up the energy, they risk losing the enthusiasm that's critical to winning. Nick's push for more energy is also about making sure the campaign stays true to its roots. The America First movement is built on passion, intensity, and a clear vision for the future. When that vision is communicated with energy, it resonates deeply with the base. But when the message is delivered in a half-hearted way, it loses its impact. Nick understands that to keep the base motivated and engaged, the campaign needs to be firing on all cylinders, delivering speeches, and events that leave people buzzing with excitement. At the end of the day, energy is about connection. It's what makes people feel like they are part of something bigger than themselves, something worth fighting for. The RNC's low energy is a disconnect, and Nick's call to bring back the fire is a call to reconnect with the heart of the movement. If Trump's campaign can reignite that spark, it can inspire the kind of loyalty and dedication that wins elections. But without it, they risk being left behind in the dust. While the RNC event was dragging, the DNC was throwing a high-energy bash that had everyone talking. The Democrats know how to put on a show, and they did just that with a lineup that kept their base on the edge of their seats. From the moment the DNC kicked off, it was clear that they were playing to win, with a focus on keeping their supporters fired up and ready to take action. This is exactly what Nick Fuentes has been warning about. The Republicans can't afford to be outpaced in energy, especially when the opposition is bringing their A game. The high energy at the DNC wasn't just about the atmosphere, it was about the message. The Democrats made sure to hit all the right notes, playing to their base with issues and speakers that resonated deeply. They weren't afraid to go all in on the topics that get their voters excited, and it showed in the crowd's reactions.
I gave my best to you.
The energy was palpable, and that kind of momentum is hard to compete with if you're not bringing the same level of intensity. Nick knows that if the Republicans don't match that energy, they are going to have a tough time keeping up. What makes the DNC's high energy even more of a threat is how it spreads. High-energy events generate buzz, and that buzz turns into enthusiasm that can be seen and felt far beyond the event itself. Social media lights up, people start talking, and before you know it, the excitement is contagious. This is the kind of ripple effect that can boost voter turnout and sway undecided voters. Nick's been sounding the alarm that the DNC needs to generate this kind of excitement if they want to stay competitive, and he's absolutely right. Nick's concern isn't just that the DNC is high energy, it's that their energy is focused and effective. The Democrats know what their base wants, and they are delivering it with precision. Every speech, every performance, every moment is crafted to resonate with their supporters and keep the momentum going. Nick sees the danger in this because he knows that energy isn't just about loud cheers. It's about driving a message home in a way that sticks with people long after the event is over. The DNC's low energy is a missed opportunity to do the same. And here's the thing, energy wins elections. The Democrats know this, and they are using it to their advantage. By keeping their base energized, they are ensuring that their supporters stay engaged and motivated all the way to the polls. Nick's been clear that the Republicans need to do the same if they want to avoid being outpaced. It's not just about matching the Democrats in policy, it's about matching them in passion and drive. Without that, the Republicans risk losing the energy war, and that could cost them the election. In the end, Nick's warning about the DNC's high energy is a wake-up call that the DNC can't afford to ignore. The Democrats have shown that they are willing to do whatever it takes to keep their base fired up, and the Republicans need to respond in kind. If Trump's campaign can't find a way to reignite the passion that defined his earlier rallies, they are going to struggle to keep pace.
Wow. Wow.
Nick's push for high energy isn't just a suggestion, it's a necessity if the Republicans want to stay in the game. At the heart of Nick Fuentes' message is a simple truth: high energy is the key to winning. Campaigns are won and lost on enthusiasm, and right now, the DNC is lacking the spark that drove Trump's original victory. Nick understands that without that energy, everything else falls apart. Policies and platforms are important, but if they are delivered without passion, they don't inspire action. And action is what wins elections. Nick's call for more energy is a call to return to what made Trump successful in the first place. A campaign that was as dynamic and exciting as it was bold. When Trump first burst onto the political scene, it was his energy that set him apart. His rallies were more than just political events. They were spectacles that drew in massive crowds and generated an electric atmosphere. People didn't just show up, they were energized, ready to take on the world for their candidate. That kind of enthusiasm is infectious, and it's what propelled Trump to the White House.
America safe again. And we will make America great again. God bless you and good night. I love you.
Nick knows that if Trump wants to win again, he needs to recapture that energy and use it to fuel his campaign. High energy isn't just about getting people excited, it's about building momentum. Every high-energy event, every passionate speech, adds to the campaign's momentum, pushing it forward with unstoppable force. This momentum is what carries a campaign through the highs and lows, keeping the base motivated and engaged even when the going gets tough. Nick's push for more energy is about building that momentum, making sure that the campaign doesn't stall out when it matters most. Without it, the campaign risks losing steam and falling behind. Nick also understands that high energy is what makes a campaign resilient. In the face of opposition and challenges, it's the energy of the base that keeps the campaign strong. When people are fired up, they are more likely to stick with the campaign through thick and thin, more likely to volunteer, donate, and spread the word. Nick's call for more energy is a call to fortify the campaign, to ensure that it has the strength to withstand whatever the Democrats throw at it. High energy is the shield that protects the campaign from the inevitable attacks and setbacks. Finally, Nick's emphasis on high energy is about staying true to the America First movement. This movement was built on passion, on a deep love for country and a desire to see it thrive. When that passion is communicated with energy, it resonates deeply with the base, inspiring loyalty and dedication. Nick knows that without this energy, the movement risks losing its soul. His call for more energy is a call to return to the movement's roots, to reignite the fire that made it so powerful in the first place. In conclusion, Nick Fuentes is absolutely right in saying that Trump needs to recover his high energy to match the DNC's enthusiasm. The RNC's low energy is a big problem, the DNC's high energy is a real threat, and high energy is the key to winning. Nick's push for more energy is about more than just hype. It's about ensuring that the campaign has the passion, momentum, and resilience it needs to win. If Trump's campaign can reignite the spark that once made it unstoppable, there's no limit to what it can achieve.
Away myth, illusion, these kind of poetic truths.
I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure to subscribe, as I will continue posting only the best celebrity and K-pop content. This was Watch Wave, and until next time, have a good one.